Hello everyone, welcome to the second part of the Roblox COD Zombies Barricade. It's been a while, I know, but I just haven't had enough time to actually make this video, but I have the time right now. So anyways, before we begin, I just need to let you know what we're doing today and one thing I need to tell you. So what we're doing today is, it's not all that much, it's only one thing, but I'm pretty sure it should be useful since it's like, it completes the barricade essentially. It's just a rebuild function for the barricade. It's basically the zombie will break it and you can just rebuild it. And the other thing I forgot from the last video, I put it in the pinned comment, but just in case if anyone hasn't seen it, go into your fake zombie, go into attack barricade manager and go down right here to where it says local clone zombie, and at the end of this put clone. I forgot to do that in the last video. But basically that just clones the zombie so you can have multiple zombies coming to the barrier. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is insert a proximity prompt and a new sound for the rebuild. So proximity prompt, you just do that, proximity prompt, and the sound, I'm going to get this sound right here, wood clunk. And all you need to do is rename this sound to rebuild, or anything you want. I'm gonna name it rebuild, just for convenience. After that, you want to add a bool value right here in the barricade main. We're going to be using a bool value for the dead value, just so it's easier for the zombie and barricade to communicate with each other. So make sure you set that to false, and we can go ahead and go into the manager. Now what we need to do is define our new things. We're going to be defining proximity prompt service, the new dead value, and the rebuild sound. So let's go ahead and get those two. So we're going to get the what's called break sound. So just go ahead and do what's called rebuild. It should be in base, and then do the proximity prompt. But before we do proximity prompt, we need to define what's it called. We need to define the service. So I'm not bothered to spell this right. Game phone. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm kind of slow with coding this. I haven't really coded in Lua since like today, like 9 months. Basically, there's 9 months. Yeah. But anyways, once you've done that, we're going to remove this dead variable and instead replace it with a new one where it's just local dead, the same name, and just go into barricade and get the dead value. So once you've done that, once you've defined all of those things, we need to define the actual proximity prompt, which we're going to do down here, or actually below this. Just do local prompt equals, and wherever you put the prompt, which is barricade.base.proximity prompt. Oh yeah, I forgot, proximity prompt. Go to it and just make it whatever you want. It's a pretty straightforward process. So we're just going to name this one rebuild. That's the action text. We're going to disable clickable prompt because usually people would use this in a shooter game, I'm pretty sure. There's the key bind right there. We're going to make the whole duration 1 second. Basically, what we were going to do is we're going to press E and hold it for 1 second, and then it'll repair the barricade. And we're going to make the title barricade. Yeah. So once you've done that, or once you've customized your proximity prompt, we're going to need to do a little bit of editing to the destroy part. All it really is we're going to be incorporating this new dead bool value into it, and that's about it. So what we want to do is we're going to erase 1, and we're going to write this instead. So if dead.value, we're going to check the value of the bool value. It's false. Then we're going to check if bar1 is alive or not. If it's alive, then we're going to set it to that everything else, the script recognizes it as dead. And then we're just going to destroy the bar. So once you've done that, that's literally it for the new function. All you really need to do now is just copy and paste it for every single one, except for the last one, I'm pretty sure. We'll figure it out later. Anyways, all you do now is just rename all of the bars correspondingly, which I'll do now. And for the last one, all we need to do is if dead.value is false, then dead.value equals true. and destroy the last bar. Basically, what I've done to rewrite this is it literally just uses the dead bull value, and it kind of prevents some issues with the barricade that were there before, but those ones were pretty rare, but this prevents them from happening. Basically, the first thing it'll do at all, once it sees that the health value is down, it's going to check if the barricade is dead. My phone just vibrated. What was that? Oh, girl's Frontline. So basically what it'll do first is it'll check the health value, then it'll check if the barricade itself is already dead, and then it'll check if the corresponding bar is alive or not, and we'll set it to dead and destroy it. So once you've done that, we need to make the rebuild function now, which should be pretty simple. We're just going to do it down here. All we need to do is create a function, and essentially this what's it called, function of rebuilding is literally just the destroying part reversed, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. That's just how I see it. Anyways, we're just going to reverse the transparency of the what's it called, part. So we're going to set it to 0 because it's originally being sent to 1. Then we're going to set the dead value, what's it called? Oh, no, not dead, not bad. We're going to increase the health value of the barricade as we're repairing it. So just do barricade value, this. I don't know how to explain this, I forgot. Anyways, this is just the way of adding to it. And then we're just gonna play our build sound. Fuck. And then we're just gonna do our rebuild sound. So once you've done that, and all we need to do now is get the prompt to actually work. So we're just gonna get prompt, that triggered, do a function. So what we're gonna do is pretty simple. So first we're going to check, is it dead? So if it's dead, then all we're gonna do is set the value to false, because it isn't dead anymore. And we're going to execute the function of rebuilding with bar 5, your very last bar. Once you've done that, we're going to put it into an else if, and we're just going to do a bunch of else ifs. So just do bar 4, the variable. If it's false, then all we do is set it to true and rebuild bar 4. Where's bar 4? Okay. And that's pretty much it. All you really need to do now is copy and paste this code these few lines of code for the rest, and just change it to the corresponding bar. And that's pretty much it for the barricade, I think. If I did it right, at least. Now, all we really need to do now is edit the zombie to make sure it is working with our bool value. So all you really need to do now is go down here, and where it says if health.value is greater than or equal to 1, all you need to do is delete that. Then do barricade. Why is it berry? Anyways, barricade.value is false. Basically, we're just checking if it's alive, and that's it. We're already removing health right here, and yeah, that should be it with the rebuild system. So let's go ahead and test it out. So the zombie's going, and he's gonna destroy. And let's just kill him right now. And he stopped destroying it, and now we're gonna rebuild it. Yeah, that's it. It's pretty janky, I'd say, with the proximity prompt, because you just have to keep doing it every time to rebuild it. But some people can make some different versions of it if you want. But this is pretty much the bare minimum. Like, look, it works. So the zombies are gonna break it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, you can just clone the fake zombies, and it'll work just fine. So yeah, we kill the zombies, and we can repair it now. So now you may be wondering, after I repair it, will it break or something? Well, no, it won't. I'm gonna try and do this really fast. I'm gonna spawn a zombie back there and a zombie up here. We're gonna have him destroy it and immediately repair it after. So he's gonna come over here. Break it, please. So he breaks it and I rebuild it, and this guy's not gonna break that one. You can see, that's it. That's pretty much your barricade. It should be pretty straightforward if you're making a COD Zombies game. Every time you rebuild the barrier, just give the player who repaired it points, because since we're using a proximity prompt, you can get local player from that. But that's pretty much all I have for today. I'll try and get a different tutorial out sometime whenever. But if you have any suggestions relating to a barricade or this barricade, or probably like something else I could do, just leave it down in the comments. But yeah, that's it. I don't know how I can't keep dragging this on. So yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, do whatever. Wait, I forgot. The scripts for this will be found in the description in my Discord server. Just click it and go to the Roblox Tutorials 3 channel and you'll find it there. But anyways, with me talking for this long and dragging it out, and I'm still dragging it out, I'm just gonna end the video now. See ya.